Stop now. What? Good morning. Are we on?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, friends and family of Unity. It's about 9 minutes before the hour of 10 o'clock. So if you're on your way, we will start our service shortly live here in the sanctuary. For those of you who are watching via Facebook at home or anywhere else that you are, we're going to have a great service again today. Music, guest speaker. So we have about 8 minutes to get ready now. Whatever it is that we need to do to watch our service. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and just tickle the strings a little bit to pass the time, or as they say, while the morning will
We're going to do the welcome song. Peter is anxious. And here we go. Joining us online. We're going to start with Something Wonderful. And I think you guys may know this song from previous, but it's Something Wonderful is happening.
We sang it last week.
Right here, right now. It's on the screen, but for those of you at home, those are the words that I said really fast. Okay. Here we go.
Feel the beat. Open your heart. Stand up.
Trustees, and I want to say welcome to all of you who are here today in person, online, And for those of you who are new to Unity Spiritual Center of Vero Beach, where our mission is teaching, loving, and inspiring people to be all they are created to be. And we have Ms. Leslie Hepet doing our opening prayer.
No?
I'm sorry.
Announcement?
I'm sorry. I've been working on this for like the last 5 minutes and I blew it. Anyway, a few announcements as she enters the room. Susan Rain will conduct a Soma Zen Qigong class today on the Labyrinth following our service. This is a moving meditation for all ages and physical abilities. Love offerings to Unity is appreciated. Come and increase your chi and get more energized. If you would like to become a member of our spiritual community or deepen and refresh your understanding of Unity principles, mark your calendar now for October 24th, which is a Sunday, from 11:15 to 1 o'clock, following our Sunday service. Light refreshments will be served. The class will be conducted by Reverend Elizabeth Longo, and this is a prerequisite to the new member class that will take place on November the 28th, and you need to register for both classes. I know we have them, so I'm calling all the cooks. The yearly Samaritan Soup Bowl is scheduled for November the 4th, so please contact Cindy London as soon as you can and volunteer what soup you can provide. And if you don't know, all of the proceeds of this event go to the Samaritan Center, an interfaith transitional temporary shelter for homeless families. Now we want to show you, Miss Vanna, our wonderful giving poster by Barb Brooks. We now have another $440 toward our $40,000 goal for our ministers campaign. This is our way of creating abundant energy to attract the right and perfect minister while maintaining fiscal responsibility. Pledge whatever amount you can, or our call to do this week, $4, $40, $400, $4,000, or we'll take the $40,000 in one check. Together we connect our abundant source, knowing that whatever we give, it always comes back, pressed down, overflowing, and blessing us. And I now would like to introduce our guest speaker. You may have seen the table out in the Welcome Center. Had that wonderful aroma when you walked in and saw all these beautiful products. And this is Lorna Owens, and she is an entertainment attorney covering the publishing, music, and film industry. She is CEO of Desert Sage, a lifetime company purveyors of fine teas, soy and coconut candles, natural body wash and lotion, and charcoal facial soap. Owens is also the founder of Footprints Foundation, working with governments to reduce maternal and infant mortality in the DR Congo, Jamaica, Ethiopia, Somaliland, and the USA. In addition, she is launching a campaign against female genital mutilation. In the Congo, she has worked tirelessly with women who have been raped. Owens is a former midwife, registered nurse, publisher Blessing Press, and also legal commentator. Nancy Grace, CNN, HLN, True TV, In Session, adjunct professor, gender expert, international speaker, executive and life coach, and author who has traveled to over 20 countries teaching and coaching women's groups, organizations, and churches. She has conducted 2 workshops at Unity Village and holds a certificate in science of well-being from Yale and mindfulness from Rice University. She has appeared on NBC, TBN, and TV in Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Bermuda, Curacao. The Miami Herald called her a pioneer and mother of reinvention. Advance for Nurses says she wows her audience. She is the author of My Journey with Food in the Time of Coronavirus, Daily Sustenance and Everyday Grace, Everyday Miracle, Living the Life You Were Born to Live. Welcome, Lorna Owens.
Welcome, Lorna. We're so happy to have you with us. And after Qigong out on the Labyrinth, if anyone would like to join us for lunch at Panera's, you're welcome to do that. You can just ask Lorna any questions you want. So I'm Leslie Hotbed, and I'm honored to serve on your board. And I'm going to do the opening prayer. So let's just take a nice, great, big, deep breath. Just coming in to this holy moment. And we've all seen the perfection of this morning as we came here. And those of you at home, I hope you had a chance to look outside. It's beautiful. And we know that that beauty, that perfection, is in this present moment with you, dear God. Holy Father, Mother God, sacred oneness, use us today as instruments for your peace and your healing. Bless all those who are present, all those who have joined us in their heart space at home. We feel our oneness. We feel and acknowledge all of our blessings. And we breathe. And we give thanks and we rejoice in this day for all of our blessings and so much more. And for this we say amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Leslie. And good morning, everyone. Unity friends. My name is Lalita Janki, and I've been so blessed to be the prayer chaplain today, to hold sacred space and in confidentiality pray with you, and for your loved ones. Let us together affirm and give thanks for the inspirational, energetic, and innovative minister that is on their way to us. The daily word is joy. The affirmation for today is, a growing awareness of God's presence is my greatest joy. Awakening from a restful sleep, I give thanks for the new day and all the people who will be part of it. Although I cannot know what will happen as this day unfolds, I remind myself that everything and everyone might lead me to a deeper awareness of God. This growing awareness is my greatest joy. Even if the day includes less than happy experiences, I will know the quiet joy and comforting strength of the peaceful presence of God that is with me always. I will rejoice today in being alive and able to think, to feel, to appreciate the sounds, sights, and aroma that fill my environment. I will discover joy anew as I recognize each person I meet today as a unique expression of the wonder of God. From Psalm 118, verse 24. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Please repeat after me our affirmation of the day. A growing awareness of God's presence.
A growing awareness of God's presence
Is my greatest joy.
is my greatest joy.
Morning again, everyone. This song is going to be taking us into meditation. If you feel moved to sing the chorus with us, please do so. And at the end, if you'll hold the space so Leslie can deliver a wonderful meditation. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel victory, and I feel that same sweet spirit that I felt times before. Surely I can say I've been with the Lord. Oh, surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. There's a holy hush around us as God fills this place. I've touched the hem of the garment. I can almost see His face, and my heart is overflowing with the fullness of this joy. I know without a doubt that I've been with the Lord. Oh, surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Betsy Joe. And it's time for our meditation. I invite you just to relax. Take a nice, great big deep breath, because we know the presence of the Lord is here now. In this holy moment. And we breathe. And we come home to ourselves in the silence, in the stillness. As we feel our hearts beating and we're aware of our breath, ready to rest in the presence, we release anything that does not serve our highest good. This sense of ego, our stories, our worries, even the past, even the future, we can release that now. To be in this holy moment. And as we do so, we bless our bodies and thank our bodies for all they do for us. And now our willingness takes us from our thoughts to our hearts. Feel how loved you are by the divine. You might even find yourself smiling. And if a thought comes in to argue that point, just let it go. I am loved. Breathe that in. I am so loved. the same God that made this magnificent earth made me. And when I drop down into my heart space, I become aware of my own energy, my own presence in this holy moment. And in doing so, I invite infinite presence in. I am one with infinite presence, infinite wisdom, supply, joy, hope, and faith. I move from the personal to presence. And with God's presence, God's love, I'm only aware of pure joy, the bliss of this moment. And now as we get more still and more quiet, we just relax into that infinite presence of love. We know, dear God, that you are love. We know that the love we feel, the love we receive, is your holy presence. We know the more we love, the more we open to your sacred blessings. Breathing, recognizing our true identity. We know we are spiritual beings having an earthly experience. And in this moment, we let you, God, and we let go. We let go of having to have control. And once we let go, we have total freedom. Because we know that all is in divine order. And we give thanks for knowing how loved we are. And being so loved, we know that we are filled with love and light. And that when we radiate that out, we change the world. Be still and know that I am God. Feeling this love, we rejoice. We rejoice for all of our blessings and even all of our challenges. So we enter today feeling blessed, giving thanks, and sending out the love and light that is here for us now in the present moment. And taking a nice, great, big, deep breath, coming back into the room. Namaste.
Welcome again, everyone. I will slowly bring you out of that wonderful meditation with a song called All Shall Be Well, and you can sing along with me. It's pretty repetitive, so when we get to that chorus, feel free to join in. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. I am walking through the green pastures, and I know that I'm not alone. The sound of the meadowlark sings to my soul, tenderly calling me home. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. I am walking by the still waters, as fresh as the breeze at dawn. The voice of my ancestors whispering, giving me the strength to carry on. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. Surely goodness and mercy will follow, and love will be leading the way. Every shadow will shine in the fullness of time, and bloom in the hearts of the brave. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All manner of things shall be well. Amen.
I guess in Baptist tradition we'll say amen. I heard somebody say that. I appreciate that. All shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. And that is an amazing affirmation. This week, about midweek, I live in a little town called Deland. My great friend Ava, I don't know, she missed the whole story. She didn't know I moved. And so I live in this little town called Deland, and I'm trying to put together some things together for next March and the Women Gather literary event, fabulous event we used to do in Miami. And so I guess things move a little slower in a smaller town, which doesn't fit my Miami still personality. So I kind of went to the offices to kind of make it happen. And then I came out of there and I was like, do they know who I am? Do they know what I bring to this town? Immediately it says, don't take it personally. I'm like, no. So I'm still a work in progress. I am delighted to be here with you at Unity of Vero Beach in this beautiful sanctuary that feels like I am in a garden setting, and that's wonderful. And a heartfelt thanks to Ava Walco and her husband Gary. They know what I like. I like food, so they took me out to dinner last night. And obviously Barbara Brooks, thank you Barbara for having us here. And to those of you watching on Facebook and all the social media platform, my prayer for you and my affirmation for you is that all will be well, and just to remind you that we shouldn't take anything personally, because ... if you do, you will not live the life you were born to live, which is part Don Ruiz and a part of my new book that's out in the lobby. But as you know, that is a second agreement in his 4-part agreement. And as an attorney, as looking, I'm like, I perhaps should define what an agreement is, right? So let's start with, what is an agreement? It's a legal contract. It is legally binding. It's an understanding. It is a meeting of the mind, right? And that means there are 2 parties to the contract. So don't take it personally. It's a contract. And it might indeed be a contract with 2 people, but it's almost schizophrenic. It's you and you, right? Or you, because you have to get to a point where you're saying, not that reciting, I'm not going to take it personally. You have to really understand that this is a living contract, and this is the way that you're going to move into your greatness. So one of the ways we memorialize things and make it become actual is to write it down. So now this week I ask you to put these words somewhere where you can see it. Refrigerator, bathroom mirror, the usual places where we'll put things that Unity says, we gotta get it right, we gotta get it right. Because as I learned this week, if I don't take it personally, all will be well. And there's an issue when we come to a situation from a place of taking it personally and being offended and going through all this drama. Have you ever tried to repeat to someone something you're going through and you are like here with what you're saying and they have no clue what you're talking about? Or if they're a good friend, they would perhaps say, well, Ava, well, maybe, and you never thought about it, but you ruminated about it all week, it destroyed your week, and you told everybody that would listen or won't listen, but you told them anyway, because you've internalized this external world. We have to get to a place in unity consciousness where what we say, what we believe, and we also practice it, but importantly, we manifest it. Because the world is waiting for us. The world is waiting for a new being. We can sit around and say, oh, the virus, oh, the Rona, oh, the whatever. But we can come from it, from a unity consciousness where all will be well. We're not going to take it personally. It is what it is, because by doing that, by making that decision, we are moving into a new plane, a new being, which is your best you. I think it would be very difficult and sad if all we've gone through for almost a year, that caused me to pick up and move from Miami. Because I heard a voice that it's time to move. I'm like, okay. 6 weeks later, I'm in a little town called DeLand. And if I take all my nonsense from Miami to DeLand, so what's a big deal? Oh, the roads. Oh, they're building these white boxes. Oh, so people, I have a little niece who says, people, this is a time for us to take an inventory of space, which is our heart space. And the internal dialogue, this internal agreement is a contract, and it is written, and it is written in our heart space. Knowing that when we learn not to take things so personally, then we can step into our greatness. When we learn not to take things so spiritually, you're going to get your perfect minister. Because the truth is, if we bring an amazing minister in here with us thinking everything is personal, it might not work out so well. So as we prepare for new beginnings in all around us, let us take this time to change. Understanding, as I was driving here from DeLand, there was a song on the radio, and it said, sometimes our blessing is in the rain. Sometimes our healing is in our tears. So I say to you, what is your purpose? Because we're just not here to take up space, yes? We're here to be visionary. We're here to be instruments of truth. We're here to reflect the divine, and we're here to make a difference in our world. And it starts here in the church, and it goes out to Vero Beach, and pretty soon I'll feel the energy coming into DeLand and Florida and our universe, because that's how energy works. And the internal dialogue that we have, that's saying me, and whatever, that too is energy. The question becomes, is that the energy you want to put forth? Is that how we want to reflect? When I look at you, is that the reflection I want to see? A person who, it doesn't matter what you say to them, nice or not, well-intentioned or not, the first response is, it's me, it's about me. Why did they say that to me? What do you want? You can't get there. The first part you worked, I hope you did, it was the hard one. Be impeccable with your words. No? Be impeccable. I am deconstructing what the man says. Be impeccable with your thoughts. Be nice to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. Coming into a new energy, a new feeling tone, gives us joy, gives us peace, and allows us to see the God in you. The God in me sees the God in you. And it has nothing to do with skin or size. No. It's about humanity. It's about one spiritual family, which could be called unity, but it could be called the world. So let us be mindful that you can live your best life that you were born to live. You have a destiny. You have a purpose. What you have come to this planet for, maybe the first time, the second time, the third time, whatever you believe, whatever your belief is, what you have come here for is written in your heart. It's written on your soul. I don't have that contract. If you do not fulfill your divine contract, it stays unfinished. I have enough work. I cannot take up your job. So you all need to get along with it, because I have too much on my table. If you don't get your blessing, Don't look at someone else and feel jealousy or feel that you need to criticize them. Because your blessing, there's enough abundance in the universe. I don't have your blessing. Stop bugging me. I do not have your blessing. You just never activated it. It is always there. You can't lose it. It's like the sand on the seashore or the salt in the ocean. It's all there. You can't go and say, what are you doing, Lorna? I am desalinating. Taking out the salt, that word? Yeah, that big word. What's that?
Desalination.
Desalinating. Two people said two different things. That word, right? You can't do it. You can't go down. I'm like, what are you doing? You're taking the salt out of the ocean. It is a part of the ocean you are a part of your blessing. It is everywhere around you. It's when you wake up. It's because you woke up. It's when you take your first breath. It's when you say hello to the person in the street. Let me tell you about, as children of a living God, how there's an urgent call to show up as our best because people are just going through stuff. So I'm in the market because I have all these products. Some of it support the work I do around the world. And I'm in the market and I sell this woman something. She looks me in the eye and she says, Jesus really loves you. And I thought, so sweet. And I said, thank you. And she walked off. And when she walked off, I really, really heard it. Because the thank you was a polite thank you. But as she left, just an amazing energy. I'm like, oh, I misunderstood what she said. So I chased after her and I touched her on the back. And I said, thank you. And she looked at me again and said, you don't understand it. Jesus really, really loves you. And if I was not in a marketplace, I would have bawled some ugly cry because I got it. She's a stranger. She came to the market, but she came and she gave me a blessing. She didn't come to church to give me a blessing. It's in the marketplace, it was everybody was. So, when you're not taking anything personally, it allows space for you to give somebody else a blessing. And it could easily be saying to someone, go ahead of me. It could easily be saying to me, with my usual one item, and you have a cart full, oh, would you like to go ahead? That is a blessing. It could easily be smiling at someone with our eyes. We know we have the mask saying, what are we learning to do now? Which is good. Looking at people in the eyes. Because we always spoke with our eyes. Now I can see you smiling at me with your eyes. So now you can look someone in the eye. And I can see your smile. And I can smile back with my eyes. So the issue is, what do you think would happen? You know, for us to have our best life, there are like 4 pillars. Spirituality is one of them. Community is another. Like Leslie says, we're going to go to Panero Bread. You want to come? You're like, I need to go back home. No, maybe you need to come because that is community. And for wellness, community is important. That few minutes that we might laugh or talk about nonsense might just be a health booster for you. Not to forget that you're going to be eating right and you're going to be sleeping 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. You're like, Lorna, I never have done that. It's okay. We'll have a conversation. But you are getting this body, this mind together for the greatness that you're going to step into. And every day is a preparation for the real work that's ahead, which is always soul work. It never was not soul work. It was always about others. It was never not about others. Sometimes we forget, and it's okay. I told you I forgot this week, and I was not happy. And the minute I was not happy, I'm like, what are you talking to me about now? I want to be not happy, because they should have called me back and not let me have to get in my car to drive up here. But I couldn't get rid of it. It says, don't take it personally. So I say to you, I want you to see me, but more importantly, I want you to hear me. And I make that pause because sometimes when we come to a beautiful space like this sacred space, it's always external. We hear it and we repeat it, but somehow it doesn't get here. So my little message to you as I close, and thank you for having me in this beautiful space, for this beautiful time I have here with you, is don't take it personally. It is setting you up to living the best life ever. And so get on with it. Blessings. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Lorna. That was wonderful. Thank you. And please, when you leave today, please visit her out in the Welcome Center and sample some of those wonderful fragrances out there. Right now, we want to give some ways ways for you to give and thanks. If you would take your gift or your intention into your hands and join us in the offertory prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we say, thank you, God. I'm going to go back, and for those of you who want to give, you can text the word give to 844-937-1769. You can go to unityofvero.org and click on the donate button. You can send a check or drop it off and say hello to 950 43rd Avenue, Vero Beach, Florida, 32960. And if you have any prayer requests, please go to unityvero@gmail.com. We have Kay and Tammy who will be collecting our offertory.
So with these first two agreements, I just find it as so important to just approach life, all life, with grace and ease, including forgiveness. So that's all part of the process of these first two agreements, at least in my opinion. So here's a little quip about forgiving yourself and hoping that everyone is not taking things so personally. At first it seems so harmless, like most dares in high school are. Pale cheeks against the window in the backseat of the car. It seemed like something everyone should do just once in life, until I saw that I just mooned my preacher and his wife. But there's nothing I can do about it now. Nothing I can do about it now. Nothing I can do, nothing I can do, nothing I can do about it now. I ran into a woman I hadn't seen for quite a while. It was clear in any minute she'd give birth to her next child. So I said, congratulations, and when's your baby due? She said, Laura, get your glasses fixed. The baby's almost 2. But there's nothing I can do about it now. No, nothing I can do about it now. Nothing I can do, nothing I can do, nothing I can do about it now. Oh yes, there's another one. I wrote a funny email to my closest friend at work about a certain customer who can be quite a jerk. The boss came in next morning with an email in his fist. It seems I'd sent it out to our entire client list. But there's nothing I can do about it now. No, nothing I can do about it now except forgive myself. Nothing I can do, nothing I can do, nothing I can do about it now. So I'm standing at the pearly gates, not having any fun, and St. Peter's watching videos of all I've said and done. I hope God not only will forgive, but also can forget. Though the way St. Peter's laughing, I'm not placing any bets. But there's nothing I can do about it now, right? Nothing I can do about it now. No, there's nothing I can do, nothing I can do, nothing I can do about it now. No, there's nothing I can do about it now. Nothing I can do about it now. Nothing I can do, nothing I can do, nothing I can do about it now. No, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Nothing I can do.
And so now, if all would stand, we're gonna sing our peace song. Prayer for protection, sorry.
The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever